Hey there, folks. Today, we're diving into a fascinating shift happening in Toronto's housing market, and it's a story that's got me thinking about the bigger picture. You see, the era of intense bidding wars on every home seems to be coming to an end, but what does that mean for buyers and sellers? Well, buckle up, because we're about to explore a potential new era of balance in the market. Now, let me set the scene for you. Back in February 2022, the average home price in Toronto peaked at a whopping $1,334,544. That's right, folks, a pandemic-era frenzy driven by low interest rates and flexible work arrangements sent prices skyrocketing. But here's the kicker, since that peak, average prices have dropped by over 25%. That's a significant shift, and it's not just a blip on the radar. In 2025, only 62,433 homes were sold in Toronto, the lowest total since the year 2000. So, what does this mean? Well, according to industry experts, we're witnessing a noticeable shift from a buyer's market to a more balanced playing field. And this trend is supported by recent data from the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board. In July, home sales dipped just 0.9% compared to the previous year, while new listings fell by nearly 18%. That's a significant decline in supply, which is a key indicator of a tightening market. But here's the interesting part, home prices also took a slight dip. The average selling price in July was $1,003,956, down 4.5% from the previous year. So, what does this all add up to? Well, personally, I think it suggests that we're moving towards a market where buyers and sellers are meeting in the middle. You see, in a balanced market, homes tend to sell closer to the asking price, and negotiations become more typical. It's a scenario where neither party has a clear advantage. And that's exactly what James Milonas, managing director at the agency Toronto West, is witnessing with his clients, particularly in the freehold market. He describes it as a more balanced playing field compared to the buyer-centric market of recent years. Milonas also highlights an interesting shift in negotiations. 6 months ago, sellers often ignored offers well below the asking price. But today, buyers and sellers are far more willing to negotiate and find that middle ground. It's a sign that both parties are becoming more comfortable with the current market dynamics and borrowing costs. Now, if you take a step back and think about it, this shift towards a balanced market is a welcome change. It means that the extreme swings we've seen in recent years are stabilizing. Phil Soper, president and CEO of Royal LePage and Bridgemark Real Estate Services, puts it perfectly, those two extremes have disappeared, and now negotiations are tending to be pretty close to the list price if the home was priced to market. In my opinion, this is a healthier scenario for the market. It takes the pressure off buyers who no longer need to worry about timing the market perfectly. As Soper says, you don't need to time the market in this kind of a balanced market, you truly can take your time and shop around. So, what's next for Toronto's housing market? Well, that remains to be seen. While listings have fallen and prices appear to be stabilizing, there are still some would-be buyers on the sidelines. According to experts, this hesitation might have more to do with consumer psychology and uncertainty around borrowing costs than affordability. But here's the thing, if prices continue to stabilize and confidence returns, we could see more buyers entering the market. And that, my friends, is a potential game changer. So, there you have it. A fascinating glimpse into the world of Toronto's housing market and its potential shift towards a more balanced future. I hope this insight has given you something to think about. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.